Hello everyone, welcome back to the Quantity Surveying Chronicles. Today I am excited to introduce something I've been working on, an automated bar bending schedule calculator that makes preparing reinforcement schedule faster and error-free. If you have ever done bar bending schedule manually, you know how time-consuming it can be. You need to calculate the length, convert them to weight, and ensure each bar diameter goes into the right place. One small mistake can throw off the entire schedule. This calculator eliminates all of that. It allows you to input reinforcement details one after the other, and it automatically arranges everything into the right columns for each diameter. No mix up, no wasted time. With all being said, let's get straight into today's video. So once you click on the link, it's going to direct you to this page. So the link will be provided in the description below. So you're going to fill out the project particulars. Once you're done with filling out the project particulars, you move on to your drawing. But before moving on to your drawing, I want you to take note of this. So the first thing is the serial number, the description, which can be gotten from your drawing. The bar mark, same from the drawing. The diameter is on the drawing. The length, this is the calculation you're going to make right from the drawing. The number of members is as well gotten from the drawing. Bars per member can be gotten from the drawing. So the only thing you need is just to have the serial number, the description up to the bars per members. So the rest will be calculated automatically depending on the diameter, the length, the number of members, and bar per members you provided. So now let's move straight to our drawing to have our values, and let's see how this calculator operates or how it works. So I'll be moving to my drawing. So this is a beam drawing which is 225 by 450. So from this dimension is center to center. What I need to get first is to get the external to external dimension, which means I'm going to be adding half of 225 to this side and half of 225 to the other side to get external to external dimension. So after which I'm going to subtract the cover to our reinforcement and also make necessary adjustment by adding bends and extension. So now let's get straight into it. So the first thing to do is just to determine the external to external dimension, which is going to be 1575 plus 2725 plus 1500, which is going to give us 5800. So we are going to be adding 2 of half of 225 because we have half here. That is going to be 2 slash half of 225. So when you cancel this, you have 1. So you are going to be adding plus 5800, which gives us 6025. So the external to external dimension of this beam is 6025. So let's remove cover from this side and cover from the other side. So assuming our cover is 25 to this side, 25 to the other side, that's 50. So 6025 minus 50, so that's 5975. So that means from this point to this point is 5975. So we need to add this extension to the depth, which is 450. So we do the same thing. We're going to be removing cover from this side and cover from this side, assuming the cover is 25 as well. So 25 plus 25, that's 50. 450 minus 50, we have 400. So we're going to be adding 400 to this side, and we have the same thing at the other side. So let's do bracket times 2 because we have 1 on the other side and 1 on the other side. So we have this little projection here and here also. That is 1 here, making 2 sides. Let's assume it's 50. So plus 2 bracket 50. So the total is going to be 5975 plus 800 plus 100. So 5975 plus 900 in total. So the total length is going to be 6875. So we have 2 number of 16 diameter bar mark 1 at the top. We have 2 number of 16 diameter bar mark 1 B1. So let's go to our calculator now. Let's say beam 136, 37 and 38 bar mark 01. Diameter is 16. Our total length is 6.875. Number of members. So let's get it. We have only one member, 1 bar per member. So let's go to our drawing. So we have 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. That's 4. So we have 4. Now we have our total length. So the only thing you need to do is just to make sure you have your quantity from this point to this point. Make sure they are correct. The system is going to automatically calculate the total for you and give you the summary below. So let's move to another one. So here we have same thing. This is 2 number of Y16 bar mark 30, and we have here 2 number of Y20 bar mark 31 B1. That's bottom. So let's do the calculation now. How many do we have? It's just 1. So we do the same thing. Let's get the external to external dimension. This plus 225. 4325 plus 225, we have 4550. So we have 2 number of this. Let's deduct the cover minus 50. We have 4500. So we are going to be adding this. That will be plus 2 bracket 400 plus 2 bracket 50. So that's 4,500 plus 900. So we have 5,400. So for this one, we have 5,400, two number, Y16 diameter. For here, we have the same thing, two number of 20, bar mark 31, and the same thing. So let's go to our calculator. Make sure you have, so this is B183. You add roll beam 83. The first one is bar mark 30, 16 diameter, two number. Bar mark 30, 16 diameter. The total length is 5.40. How many are the number of member? 1. Bars per member we have 2. So we have that. Moving on. So we have beam 83 as well. Bar mark 31, 20 diameter, 5.40. We have 1 and 2 number. So moving on, you add roll again. We have beam 83, bar mark 32. The reason why I am not combining the two together is because they have different bar mark. I have to separate them. So if there is an error in calculation or something, you can easily trace back to that point. So we have 32, 2 of Y20. So bar mark 32, 20 diameter, 5.40, 2. Now we have our total here. So in as much you are confident of your input, be rest assured that your output will be correct. So the only thing you have to take notice from the description up to bars per member. So let's move on to another drawing. So let's do column or column base. So I'll be moving to another drawing. So this is column base and column. So we have column base F1. So let's do the calculation for this and we move ahead. So the total length of our base is 750. So we need to deduct column and add extension. If you can see from here, there's an extension at this point. So let's do the same thing we've been doing. The length is 750, the cover and add bend to it. So we're going to be getting our total length from there. So that will be 750 minus 2 of, don't forget our cover is 25. So that's equals to 700. So the total is 700. So if you check this section, you have little projection at this point. Let's assume our projection is 50. We have on both sides. So that will be plus 2 bracket 50. So our total length is 800. So 800, that means from this point up to this point is 800. So we have 4 number of Y12 bar mark 2 as our reinforcement. And we have the same thing. So different bar mark, but they have the same diameter. So we move to our, so we have 3 number, that's total number of members. So now let's go to column base F1. So we add new row, column base F1. What is the bar mark? 0, 1 and 0, 2. 0, 1. What is the diameter? 12. Our total length is 0.80. 0.80. How many are they? They are 4 and 3. This is 3. So number of member we have 3. How many do we have in one member? 4. So let's move to the second one. It's still the same thing but different bar mark. Column base F1, 0, 2, 12 diameter, 0.803, and we have 4. So moving ahead, okay, now let's do this and we conclude this tutorial. So the total length of this is 1000. So 1000 minus 2 of 25, that's 950 plus this projection here, which is 50, 50 to two sides, that's 2 bracket 50. That's 1000 equals to 1050. So the total length for this is 1050. Now we have 5 number of Y12. They have the same diameter, different bar mark. So the total number of a member is 14, and we have 5 to each side. We can as well combine them or we separate them both. Now let's go back to our calculator. The reason why I've been separating them is just for accountability purpose. And if there is error, you can easily trace them. So column base F2 was the bar mark. The bar mark is 03. Bar mark 03. Y12 1.05. How many? 14 number. Let's check again. 14 and 5. So we come again. You add column to it again. Column base F2. What is the bar mark? 04. 04. 12. 1.05. How many? 14. They are 5. Okay, for example, let's say there was a mistake. So instead of refreshing to cancel everything, you can just easily come to, let's say line 4, there is a mistake there, or it is not there, or it's totally, maybe there is a revision of the drawing and this number 4B83 was removed. So instead of doing all over again or you refresh, you can easily come here and just delete it. So that's taking it out of the picture, and you continue your work. You can easily add column or you remove column. So once you are done and you're satisfied with your measurement and you assume you've taken into consideration all the various items in the drawing, you can easily come here and click on print. So this is portrait. So for readability, let me change it to landscape. So you have landscape. So you can easily save as PDF or you send it to the printer. You can easily share it with the stakeholder or all the parties involved. So one good thing about this is it's going to show the timestamp and date you printed it for reference, and also once you save as PDF, you can email it to anyone you want to email them to, or you can also send it to any of your printer. Well, that's it for today, and I will see you soon. You're welcome.